The suspect, who opened fire inside a South Texas church, has been identified as 26-year-old Devin Patri, Kelley, officials say. Authorities on Sunday only identified the suspect as a young white male. They said he was dressed in all black and tactical gear when he opened fire at the First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs, about 35 miles southeast of San Antonio. The shooting left at least 26 people dead and 20 others injured in what Texas Gov. Greg Abbott described as the worst mass shooting in his state's history. As the gunman left the church, an unidentified area resident confronted him with his own rifle and shot the suspect, officials said. Kelley fled in his vehicle, and the resident flagged down a driver and they pursued him. The driver described chasing down the suspect until he crashed his car. When police arrived, the shooter was found dead of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, Wilson County Sheriff Joe Tackett told CBS News correspondent Jeff Glor in an interview Monday morning. Officials said Monday Kelley called his father before killing himself and told him he had been shot. Didn't think he was going to make it. Domestic situation before shooting. Officials Monday wouldn't describe a motive but said there had been a domestic situation between the shooter and his mother-in-law before the massacre, in which the suspect had sent the woman threatening texts. They wouldn't detail the texts but said the shooting wasn't related to race or religion. Officials have previously said Kelley had no apparent links to terrorist groups. Kelley has a residence in New Braunfels, Texas, which is about a 35-mile drive from where the attack took place in Sutherland Springs. CBS affiliate KENS reports he graduated in 2009 from New Braunfels High School. Public records cited by the San Antonio News-Express show Kelley, then 20, married in 2011 and was divorced the next year. In 2014, Kelley, then 23, married again, the paper reports. The sheriff confirmed that Kelley's former in-laws and ex-wife attended the First Baptist Church from time to time, although they were not present during the attack. A law enforcement source told CBS News senior investigative producer Pat Milton that Kelley did some work as a Bible teacher, but it's not known what church he worked at or whether he worked at the Sutherland Springs Church. Investigators will look at his social media posts made in the days prior to Sunday's attack, including one that appeared to display an AR-15 semi-automatic weapon. Officials say Kelley did not have a license to carry firearms. He purchased 4 weapons in total. 2 were bought in Colorado, 2 in Texas, officials said. 3 weapons were recovered. Former U.S. Air Force member, court-martialed in 2012. Kelley is a former U.S. Air Force member who served from 2010 to 2014. Records confirm Kelley previously served in logistics readiness at Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico until his discharge in 2014, Air Force spokesperson Ann Stefanik said in a statement. He was responsible for moving passengers, cargo and personal property in military transportation. Kelley was court-martialed in 2012 for 2 counts of assault on his then-wife and assault on their child, Stefanik said. He received a bad conduct discharge, and reduction in rank and confinement for 12 months. Reportedly terminated from security guard position. The San Antonio Express News reports Kelley had previously worked as a security guard at Schlitterbahn, a New Braunfels water park and resort, a job that required him to pass a criminal background check. A spokeswoman for the park told the paper Kelley spent 5.5 weeks working as a nighttime security guard there. Beginning in June, he was reportedly terminated from his position. The spokeswoman, Winter Prosapio, said Kelley was unarmed during his brief employment and his duties included checking gate locks at night. Prosapio did not say why he was terminated. Acquaintances describe gunman as unstable. Former classmates at New Braunfels High School described Kelley to KENS as disturbed, judgmental, unfriendly, and unstable. They said his most recent social media posts were dark and indicated he was going through relationship problems and possibly a breakup. Local records show Kelley was ticketed in August in New Braunfels for an expired registration and not having auto insurance. At the address listed for Kelley in New Braunfels on Sunday, 2 sheriff's vans were parked outside and police officers stood at the gate of a cattle fence surrounding the property. Law enforcement officials gathered at the property declined to comment on why they were there. Several messages left for his relatives went unreturned. Neighbors said that they heard intense gunfire coming from the direction of the address listed for Kelley in recent days. "It's really loud. At first I thought someone was blasting," said Ryan Albers, 16, who lives across the road. "It had to be coming from somewhere pretty close. It was definitely not just a shotgun or someone hunting. It was someone using automatic weapon fire." A person matching Kelley's name and date of birth also registered in 2014 to vote in Colorado, with an address listed in Colorado Springs, home of the U.S. Air Force Academy. The Colorado Secretary of State's office lists his registration now as inactive. Court records in El Paso County indicate Devin Patri Kelley was cited on August 1, 2014, when he lived in a mobile home park near Colorado Springs. He was given a deferred probationary sentence and was ordered to pay $368 in restitution. The charge was dismissed in March 2016 after Kelley completed his sentence. The Denver Post reports court records indicate someone was granted a protection order against Kelley on January 15, 2015, also in El Paso County. Kelley also ran a billing software company called Delaware Inc. at his Comal County residence, according to the San Antonio Express News.